The world is there for the taking for the 21st century students in the Dallas ISD dual language program. Through rigorous classes taught in English and Spanish with emphasis on valuing both languages, students become bilingual, biliterate, and bicultural, traits that will help them to become successful in the future. Dallas ISD offers two choices to students and parents: the one-way dual language model or the two-way dual language model. The one-way dual language model is a program offered at over 140 elementary campuses and allows students whose native language is Spanish to learn English while they are acquiring the knowledge and skills necessary to be successful. In this bilingual program, students accelerate their academic learning while they gain a command of the English language. At several elementary schools within the district, parents and students can participate in the two-way dual language program. This allows native English speakers to learn Spanish and native Spanish speakers to learn English together. Students take some classes in English and some in Spanish. Students are proud of their academic accomplishments, confident in becoming bilingual, and excited about being a part of two cultures. Parents whose children are participating in the dual language program are excited with the results and pleased to see their children achieving academically while they become more global citizens. Most recommend the program to other parents and students because they have seen their children thrive.
Academically, are they better off being in the program? I think so. I see the program as everything plus, that they're learning something in addition to the standard curriculum provided by DISD.
We have found no drop-off whatsoever. In fact, we've found that because she is like a sponge and she's trying to learn, that she's more open to learning other things and more open to wanting to learn other things and experience and ask questions.
The teachers do very well with making sure that they're learning their dominant language first, and it's, kind of supporting them in their second language.
Parents are not the only ones pleased with the results of the dual language program. Students also are excited about being able to communicate in two languages and the opportunities to build skills to use now and in the future.
Whenever you learn two languages, there's such more diversity that you're open to, of things that you can do. There's a larger diversity than if you only speak one language.
The dual language program not only prepares students to face the challenges of a more global economy once they graduate from high school and college, it gives them a better understanding of other cultures. It also helps them develop thinking skills in ways they wouldn't if they were not bilingual. The dual language programs support the development of two languages, develop critical thinking skills useful in other areas, promote self-esteem, teach respect for other cultures, promote collaboration when students work in pairs. In recent years, scientific research has shown that being bilingual improves cognitive skills that are not related to language and allows those who use two languages regularly to develop better problem-solving skills and increases creativity. Parents whose children are in the dual language program have noticed that the students' achievement levels are as high or higher than those of their peers. This has helped dispel the myth that learning in two languages could affect their academic performance.
It was important for me to place my child in the bilingual program because I wanted him to be able to communicate with many of our family members, and I wanted him to have the same opportunities, not only with family but in life when it comes to employment, or it's just an enriching thing when you know two languages.
I always wanted my children to be whole learners, to learn not just about this particular subject, math, science, reading, writing, but I wanted them to engage in the world culturally, artistically, physically, and so I wanted them to have, a full education that had a depth to it, that would apply to everything they ever did in life. And so I see language as a part of that. So for me, once I realized that we had an opportunity to do that, I never thought twice about it. I think it's a gift to be able to make connections with people in their own language.
When I had to decide for my little one for this dual language program, I was a little bit conflicted. I've been amazed and delighted to see how she's flourished, and she's practically reading in Spanish after 6 weeks, and this is not her native language, and she can discriminate the letters and the phonemes in English and Spanish, no problem. really not a struggle at all. And so it's been wonderful, and it's a huge relief to me to know that we didn't make this big mistake. So I understand trepidation, but I would encourage people to just take a chance, and I think they will be very pleasantly surprised.
So I would say, you know, reach out to the schools, have a look around the schools that do the dual language, and I would highly recommend it. We have been so surprised in a good way on how much our daughter has picked up.
I think that you no longer just work in isolation and can be in your little pod and your little space on the planet. I think you have to be able to relate to people of all languages, of all backgrounds, of working collaboratively in teams, and you don't know where your team members may be. So I think that he's already ahead of the curve.
The dual language program encourages parent participation in the school and the learning process, which contributes to increased student achievement.
Yo hablo español con mis amigos. Me gusta hablar español porque es divertido. Me gusta aprender español. Siendo bilingüe puedo hacer cualquier cosa en mi vida. Yo me gusta hablar español porque es divertido a hablar y comunicar con personas de México y otros países latinos.
While the two-way dual language program is only available at several elementary schools now, more programs can be established at other schools if parents request them.